What's up, guys? It's Kendiel here. Today in this video, we're going to be going over the new normal of restaurants. As we know, during this COVID-19 pandemic, one of the big industries out there that has been affected the most is the restaurant business. And so there's predictions I made back in March and May timeframe where I was thinking, if I was a restaurant operator, what would I need to either do to survive this? And then, unfortunately, the second wave of COVID-19 cases hit. And so there's things that have been going on with the company opening back up, me going out and eating restaurants, because there's a lot of beautiful restaurants here in San Diego, and they're very good too. So I'll be doing, my video will be a little bit different today. I won't be on the whiteboard typically usual. I'll be here in my typical game chair, and I'll be doing some narration over. So hope you guys enjoy this. So with everything going on with COVID-19 and it affecting the restaurant business, to me, three things that at least restaurant operators and owners should really be focusing on is innovation, creativity, and reinvention. And so during these times, there's going to be different significant resolutions in the restaurant business and what we could look forward to. One of those things that I see as those out there is merchandising and promotion tactics, or you could call it marketing. Different things, they start with extreme couponing, or you could do creative offers like buy a hot meal and get a cold one home for a cheaper price. I think Olive Garden does something like this, even though I just get the 5 cheese baked ziti because it's the best thing out there. Another thing that they can do to help help that is free delivery. Because with pre-COVID-19, a parking empty lot usually meant that a location was closed. And so now we have to look for other signs that can identify how we can stop to get something to eat. Again, a lot of this was before the second wave hit and when we were still restricted. And with that, with restaurants still being closed down and during those times, decreased traffic has been part of a problem in terms of attraction. So what some operators would have had to do is they have to find creative ways, again, to keep cash flow in. Things like Subway, were these launch grocery programs where you can pick up milk, bread, and toilet paper with your sub. But even though we have a lot of toilet paper now versus a few months ago we did not. And yes, and as you can see on the web, you can even go on the website yourself. They definitely have the cheeses. I definitely order the entire herbs and cheese. That's just what I do. The meat, you have different proteins, veggie, soups, the sauces, even though they can be a bit pricey to me, I'd rather just go to the store and get that. And then you have snacks and sides, even though for me they can be a little bit high in calories. And so with Subway, I believe they launched this program in 5 different states. You have California, where I live, Washington, Oregon, Tennessee, and Connecticut. And some of these implications you have are family meals, meal kits, curbside pickup, and definitely packaging. And the reason why packaging is very important because good tight seals, they help with consistent temperature for to-go meals. And they help maintain the integrity of the food because the time it comes from the kitchen to where you eat it, it's going to be a lot longer because, again, dining has been closed down for a while, even before the second wave has happened. So in this next short clip, you'll be seeing me doing curbside pickup at one of the meals that I've had ordered online at a discount price because, again, it was late at night. So here I am at Chili's, just getting something done here. There's a curbside order. And so what I did is I just paid through online and I was able to get my order. As I can check out through here, I got my ribs, my fries, and my baked potato soup. The only thing I will say is I wish, again, this was not this tray. This package is actually horrible. It doesn't close in all the way. So that's one thing that they can improve on. And then you have the drink here. The next big thing that is going to be part of the new normal of restaurants is going to be no-touch food, safety protocols, or AKA no-touch. The reason why is because minimizing contact is going to be the top of the mind, at least for consumers, unless, you're one of these anti-mask people who just don't care, or owners that, again, have to come up with creative and effective ways, because I mentioned earlier in the video, innovation is going to have to be one of these ways. And so as you go into different stores, you're seeing clear, visible signs of sanitation and social distancing, such as gloves, again, face masks, floor stickers, and parking, especially when it comes to maintaining social distancing, especially when standing in line. And so a lot of days, me, surprisingly, as I've been out there, consumers really don't see this as an inconvenience, but as a thoughtful gesture, again, unless you're just one of those weird people who think wearing a mask is infringing on your rights. And with off-premise sales, they again had to figure out curbside pickup, which is again in one of my previous premises. With takeout, drive-through, that has to be viewed more safe. Some you've out there probably have seen credit card swipes machines that have been stuck out of the drive-through window, or maybe they're out. For example, when I went to AutoZone, they stuck it out on like a cone or something, and we had to put our items on a crate, and they moved back and forth. Just again, maintain social distancing, and mask wearing has become shielded face coverings. Goodness, I can't speak my words. Have become standard, especially when the government mandates it. And so plexiglass walls are being adopted to different cash registers, maybe even some to separate booths at tables, especially one of my favorite restaurants. And so you have some implications, again, come through drive-through, sanitation practices, especially come from employees. Self-service is kind of a safety issue now, so you're not going to see a lot of buffets or salad bars. And curbside pickup. And so within this next short clip, I'll be at one of my favorite restaurants where, again, you see some of these implications in this video. Hey guys, so I'm here in San Diego at one of my favorite Mexican restaurants, Fred's Mexican Cafe, and I just wanted to show you around as I'm making a video talking about the effects of COVID-19 and what it's going to be doing to the new normal of restaurants. So I can show you here. So as you see here, there's my food, delicious. But they actually just installed this recently this week. This wasn't here last week, but it's here now. And as you can start, this used to be an extremely busy restaurant, but over time, it's gotten a little bit shorter, which means they're going to be adding short ways. There's going to be different paths aligned, so just another thing that blocks out your way too. So that's one of the new normals. You have the new plated seats out there, the patios and the outways. It used to be very packed here. It's not as much anymore. The third thing that I'm going to be talking about is focusing on simplifying operations. Typically during tough times, we tend to have to step back and regroup. And there's been a number of changes and new programs that have been designed to simplify the restaurant operation. And one of the things that I've seen, the actions, unfortunately that was just a closed one, was just closing the dining room altogether. And what happens is when the owners were losing their dining business and customers are still trying to find a way to either eat at the restaurant, even when they couldn't, there was an expected increase in takeout, delivery, and curbside pickup. And for owners who've never offered the service before or just haven't focused on them because the majority of their business in terms of their income was through dine-in, unfortunately, a lot of them had to be forced through this experiment in which they had to get mixed results. They couldn't do everything with implication. Another thing that I've seen in terms of just a simplification is the menu. Now, reason why is because the limited menu focuses on the most popular things that are either sold on the menu for customers to make an easy decision and to be ordered. What this also does is it makes it easier and faster to produce with a limited staff because not everybody is hired when they get back, so that orders can be executed quickly without them making a bunch of mistakes. And also with reducing the menu, it can also lead to a reduction in the number of skills in the kitchen, which makes it easier to manage inventory, work hours for different employees, and place ingredients. And so one of these simplifications, at least for this part, is core menus, comfort food innovation like hamburgers, hot dogs, pasta, fries, different appetizers, and practical packaging, because again, packaging is important.